Hi guys, so behind me I have all of the supplies that I use in my daycare. I have everything that I use when it comes to arts and crafts, when it comes to learning, when it comes to tracing, when it comes to writing, painting, crafts, everything is behind me. And I'm gonna give you guys a tour of my supply area, and then in a different video I'm gonna do a daycare tour to show you guys what I have in my daycare. So if you guys want to see what I have in my supply area, then please continue watching. Alright guys, so this is probably a weird angle, but I feel like this is the best angle to be able to show you guys what is in my stuff. So I'm going to start off with this thing. So up here I just keep hand sanitizer. I had all of the parents bring in some hand sanitizer for me, and I'm pretty sure they got these at Dollar Tree. It came in a huge pack, so I have some hand sanitizer. It is scented, it smells good. The kids already know like how to sanitize their hands. They just squirt it on their hands and rub their hands. So I got some hand sanitizer. And then this is my little bucket that I normally take with me to circle time. It has some language cards, so it has like apple, house, bus, like words. This is good for little kids that are starting to talk. They can get familiar with things and what they're called and stuff like that. So I get my language cards. I also have my number flashcards from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like that's really important for circle time. So we have numbers 1 through 10. We have shapes and colors. They're all mixed up because my kids were messing with them, but we have green, yellow, blue, red, white, and then we have the shapes. I do teach my kids trapezoid, hexagon, octagon, those shapes as well, so they are all in here. And then I have my flashcards. I feel like it is important to go over uppercase and lowercase. These cards, I got them from Dollar Tree, and they have uppercase letters as well as the lowercase letters. As you guys can see, they have the uppercase F, lowercase t. They also have uppercase t and lowercase f. So when you're teaching, you can say F is for fish, and then on the back it says F is for fish, so you don't gotta be like this, if that makes sense. So these ones I really do like, and I just keep them in this container. I got this container from Dollar Tree. It came in a pack of 3 or 4 or something like that. So I just take this whenever it's circle time. I grab it, I sit down, we sing our songs, and we do our stuff that's in this bin. I also have a box of tissues. We use these a lot, especially for dry erase activities. I have like the kids with like dry erase markers, and they take this, and this is their eraser for their activity sheet. So in here I have a lot of the dry erase activity sheets. Let me see if I can find one for you guys. So I made these by myself. I just used a regular pencil, I dotted the letter, and then I put it in a clear sleeves, and the kids go ahead and they use their dry erase markers and they trace, and then they take their napkin and they clean it. So I have a lot of those dry erase sheets in there. And then in here it's more supplies for me. So I have my scissors, I have my staplers, I have some extra staples, I have tape, I have glue, I have colored pencils, more staplers, I have rulers. So that's kind of like what's in here. It's like more office-y type things. And then in here I have all of the markers. So I have like mini markers. I like to use these for our small crafts. So I have these ones right here. I have the dry erase markers. These are Expo. I asked the parents to bring me Expo markers because I feel like they're more pigmented and they last me a long time, so I like to get Expo markers. And I have regular sized markers. And then I also keep my hole puncher right here. I use this for like my sign-in sheet or anything that I need to punch holes in. Then in this one I have extra stuff. So I have some extra stickers, I have extra crayons, I have some extra index cards. This I was supposed to use around Christmas time. They're like cut out presents. I cut these out myself. And then I do have like stencils. If there's anything that I need to use a stencil for, I have them here. And then in my last drawer, it's again more extra stuff. So I have the other flashcards that are from 11 to 100 are in here. I showed you the other ones were in my circle time bin. Then I have the extra numbers here. I have extra cards here. I have letters here, but the only thing is some of the letters, like this is the letter O, that confuses kids and they think it's cute. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you get flashcards where it's like legible for the kids, if that makes sense. So these are like just extra ones. Then I have some extra flashcards. These are more used in the summer for like older kids. I also have finger puppets. They love these things. And then I have like an extra composition notebook, and then I have like some tattoos. So then on top of this drawer, I have all of my son's homeschool stuff. I do homeschool him with a Becca curriculum. If you guys want more information on that, I can make a separate video, but this is all of his stuff for homeschool. So I keep it up here. And then in my first drawer, I have lots of writing stuff. So I have pens, pencils, markers, big scissors that don't fit in my small drawer, kind of like a junk drawer, but I have everything like that in here. And here I have these puzzle things that I gotta further organize. It's like sequencing, so you take the puzzle apart, you mix it up, and you have the kids put it from start to finish. So I just gotta organize this. This is just in there for now. And then in this one, I have Ziploc bags, I have feathers for crafts, I have googly eyes for crafts, I have letter stencils, I have little water balloons, I have pipe cleaners. I have a lot of stuff in here. I have clothing pins, I have little pom-pom balls. I have a lot of stuff in here. I have mini Dixie cups. We use this for when we paint. I fill it up with water, put it on the table, and the kids use these. I have a lot of stuff in here. It's a lot of miscellaneous things, but I know what's in here. So if I ever need like googly eyes, I know to come in here, and stuff like for crafts, it's mainly in here. And then in my last row, I have a lot of extra stuff as well. I have all of these bigger paints. I have the smaller bottles. I use these to refill. I have glue. I have a whole bunch of these watercolor paint sets. I have more office type things. I have extra pencils. I have rubber bands. I have extra Play-Doh. I have my hot glue gun. So all of that stuff is in here, and it's just like extra stuff. If I ever need to refill, I come in here and I refill stuff. Then I have this red table, and on this red table I have a tissue box. Again, we use tissues a lot. I also have this kit right here that has all of my paint stuff. So these are the smaller ones that I was telling you guys about. Once these are empty, I get the refill and I fill these up. So I have all of my colors in here, and then up at the top I keep my paint brushes. So this is my paint kit. And then I also keep Play-Doh. Play-Doh and lots of Play-Doh tools. Kids love it. I recommend getting it, and that's what's basically in this box right here. Then over here I have my changing mat. This, I will have a link down below. I got it from Target. It's a really good, easy to use changing mat. And then over here I have everybody's diapers and wipes at the top. Whenever I need any diapers or wipes, I go ahead and pull it out. I have 2 kids per bin. So I have 1 student here, 1 student here, and then wipes here, and then there's another one that's gonna go back there. But those are my 3 bins. And then for the rest, it's like extra stuff. So this is all of my son's homeschool curriculum stuff. So I always have to pull out certain things for homeschool, and it's all here, so I just keep it here. I have extra white paper, I have extra colored paper, I have lined paper. That's basically what's in this area right here. Most of the daycare stuff was on the other side that I showed you guys. So the last thing that I'm gonna talk to you guys about is this red cart right here. It's a pretty basic cart. I got this from Michael's as well. In the top, I keep work that we're working on that's unfinished. So I have like, we're doing 4th of July, so I'm making them July books. And then they also made like little flags. So these are in the top drawer because we have to finish them. I keep all of my construction paper here. This is white construction paper. We use it a lot. And then I have colored construction paper towards the bottom. I also have bigger letter flashcards as well. I go between this and the smaller ones that I showed you guys earlier, so it just depends. And then on the bottom I have workbooks. You know those workbooks that you can get with like the grade, and then it has activities in it. This one's already done, but I have a lot of those down here. This one's from kindergarten to 1st, and I use those for like the summer kids. So that's basically what's in this cart right here. So then up here I just have my posters. I like to keep colors, numbers, letters, and shapes on my wall. And then over here I bought these off of Amazon, I believe, and they didn't come laminated. I got them laminated, and then I just taped them up here. I like it because if there's ever a time where the kids are playing, I'll stop them, I'll point at a letter, and I'll ask them what letter it is, and they can go ahead and talk about it, versus me getting out a small flashcard or having to scramble for it. It's easier. So if we're doing like a letter of the week, a shape of the week, or a color of the week, while they're playing, I like to stop them. Like, everybody stop what you're doing. What letter is this? And then I'll come to the board and I'll pick one. So it's kind of like teaching them as they're playing, and I like doing that because it's good for them. So that's basically everything that's in my supply area. I feel like if you bought everything that I had back there, you can teach your kids their letters, their numbers, their shapes, their colors, how to trace, how to write, all of the stuff that they would need to be able to be prepared for pre-K, sometimes even kindergarten. So, sorry if you hear my son. So that's basically it. I hope it was helpful. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you all in my next one.